Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. We're going to touch on some of the stories of people that got deported and they came back on social media to tell their stories. And some of them are sad. You know, there is one woman that got deported to Haiti. My heart goes out to her because you can just tell it's literally breaking her. So, you know, this is all the more reason why you folks that come from different countries that really have never been civilized. And I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. And your country has not progressed at all. And you know it's not safe there. And a lot of the immigrants that come here, y'all, they know it's not safe in their countries. I've heard over the years from a few of them that have gotten beaten and robbed and raped and tortured right over there in their home countries. They leave out of there because they can't find work. And when they do find work, the wages are extremely low and they're having a hard time making it. And they're hungry. And I remember I met one years ago and they said they couldn't eat, they literally couldn't eat every day because they didn't have hardly any money. So it's rough. That's why it's baffling to me how you come from an environment like that. And then you come in our faces talking about where are you from? Where are you from? First of all, that should be irrelevant to you. Why would you worry about where another group of people come from? The only thing you should have been focused on was taking care of yourself and getting everything straight for yourself. But y'all would say stuff like that to us. And on top of that, you would say, well, I got a country to go back to. Y'all don't want to be back in them countries. Y'all don't want to be back there. And a lot of things that are considered crimes here in America are not crimes in their country. Just like this poor woman that got raped in Haiti. That's not a crime there. That is seen as not a big deal. So she literally cannot pick up the phone and call the authorities to come out because they're not going to do nothing for her. They don't care about that. And, some of these people that've gotten deported were either born here in the US or they came as children. So when they get deported back, they don't know nobody. They don't know their families. In many of the cases, they don't know their families in these other countries. They never met them before. Some of these people, once they came to the US, they never even went back to their home countries anymore. So they don't know their way around. They don't know the people. They got relatives, but they don't know who the hell they are or where they are. And some of them have been here for so long, most of their family came here, so they literally don't know anybody in another country. Even if they are originally from that country, they don't know anybody there. So many of their family members came here to live. So you're going to see how some of them are living over there, and it ain't good. It ain't good. The one in Haiti, it's almost like they set up some makeshift place up in some woods and they're living there. I mean, it is horrible. And wow, you know, y'all got a lot of nerve coming here and looking down on us. Even my brothers and sisters that live in the hood is doing better. But y'all try to argue with us and tell us that how great it is in your country. And then when we see the pictures that come out, it don't look great there at all. The people there are hungry. The people there don't have work. There's not enough work for everybody. And the homes are, many of them are makeshift. I even looked, this one guy I got on here from Laos. He's on live because he was recently deported back, and you could clearly see a tin roof above his head. But y'all come here and you talk down on us, and we're not living in those conditions. But you try real hard to convince us that we're just doing awful compared to you. And it's not true at all. It's not true. And to add insult to injury, y'all, they come over here and side with this white man and then start talking to us and using the same language. It makes no sense, but after seeing it, y'all, it really does make sense. It's all jealousy. Their disdain. I am, now that I've seen these deport videos, it is 100% jealousy. It is jealousy, and it's psychological warfare. They want us to believe the worst about ourselves. And what other group ever done that to us? White people. They want us to believe the absolute worst, like we are the lowest, below the dirt. We're the rocks below the dirt. That's how low we are. We're not lower than these people. We ain't even lower than white people. Let's just be real. But we definitely ain't lower than Black immigrants or Latino immigrants or Asian immigrants. Y'all don't all come from good homes. And you can clearly see that when you listen to these people. I watched another video. I told you I watched one. I couldn't show it to you because it had mainstream music on it. And within hours of landing in Mexico, he got raped. And then I watched another one of these two Mexican guys that got deported back from the US. They're living on the beach because they have nowhere to go. So they're just living on the beach. So please stop all of this nonsense about how you're so much greater and better and doing this. And you know it ain't true. And I believe many of you do know it's not true. But maybe y'all think you just need someone to step on, and it's got to be us. You know, at the end of the day, I see this as your judgment. You came here and you spoke ill about us. Then you got deported back home, and look at you now. You have no money. You have no home to go to. You don't have a friend or family or relative to call up to come get you. And y'all are literally, I mean, literally living as homeless people in your own land. So, no, it's definitely jealousy, y'all. They come over here and they see, even if you're in the hood, you're living better than they are. It's jealousy. That's all this is. All right, y'all, let's get to the video. And I've been talking about this for a while. The first one is going to be the Somali guy that got shipped back over there. Y'all remember this one. And there's more following. And look at the condition he's in. And you can clearly see behind him, you don't see no sidewalks, no street lights, no street signs. It's just dirt. And I looked at, so and it was another guy that got shipped back to Mogadishu because that's where he is. And he was showing the house he was in. The house had dirt floors and no windows, y'all. Dirt floors, no window. And on top of that, he was sitting in a little plastic chair by the window, which literally had no window. None, the house he was in had no windows. And I'm like, wow. And you Somalians, y'all be talking some big shit. But this dude right here, when I took a further look into him, he was committing all kinds of scamming and crimes here. That's why he got deported. He was doing all kinds of crime. Man, he still never made it back over here. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Can you see my screen? Give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Did y'all? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
African man deported or stranded in his beloved Africa, crying to Trump and wants his American passport back.
I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. I'm so tired of it. It's just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
These people brag on their homeland so much, how it's great over there, how they got a home to go back to. But watch this video I'm about to play right now.
Or stranded in his beloved Africa, crying to Trump and wants his American passport back.
I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. I'm so tired of it. Just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
Now, y'all saw that video. You saw how he was acting. We see countless and countless videos of these people crying at the immigration office, crying when they get caught, crying and once they walk out the immigration courthouse, they get locked up. The whole family crying. The whole family trying to jump on ice. Don't let these people get on here and act like, I can go back home. I got a home to go to. I don't care. I don't care what happened. They can send me back. You see how this man acting? You see how this man acting? Do you see the defeat of this man? His spirit is broken. His soul is gone. He don't know what to do. He don't even know how to get back used to being in that environment because he was out here in the West. He want to come back to America. He said, please give my passport back. He hearing all them kids out there running around begging people for money, food, and water. He ain't used to that shit. Shit, he got used to luxury in America. Look at him. Look how sad he's looking. That's why when these people be trying to shit on us and all that stuff, I be like, no, people don't even want to go back home. Now let me be out there. Let's say I'm out there and I'm in somewhere with it. Let's say I'm in Nigeria somewhere. You think if they deport me back to America, you think I'm gonna be crying? You think I'm gonna be worried about what I'm gonna do? I hope they give my passport back so I'll go back to Nigeria. No, for what? The only positive thing if I go to Nigeria, I lose some weight. That's it. I'm gonna lose some weight because I ain't gonna eat. Shit. But anyway, don't let these Africans convince y'all that being in their homeland is better than being in America. They can tell you all day, well, my land is free. oh, I could do this, I could do that. Listen, man, I'd rather pay for these luxuries. I'd rather pay taxes. As much as I hate paying taxes, I'm so happy I'm paying tax so I have the luxuries of normalcy around this motherfucker. Not like y'all, not like that. I do not want to see no monkeys flying around. I don't want to see no meerkats attacking my dog, okay? You know what I mean? I don't want to see no antelope. I want to see deer. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all be safe.
Good morning. My name is Joanne. I'm 47 years old. At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life. Anyone that can help me, it would be gladly appreciated. Since being in Haiti, I've suffered from depression and PTSD. I was raped on the first week I got here. There's no security, there's no law, there's no police, there's no government that can help me to be safe. My only way out is if I leave. So please, if anyone out there is hearing this, help me to relocate. Thank you.
This lady got deported back to Haiti after living in the United States for 42 years. And this is what her living conditions look like.
Girl, this is the kitchen right here where people cook. You probably can't see it good. It's the kitchen, girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom. This is where you take a shower at. And let me show you where you use the bathroom at. You see that hole? Okay. Nah, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I can get out of here and get on my feet.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I kind of feel bad for her, but I know what y'all thinking, like, okay, well, she didn't do what she needed to do to get her citizenship, blah, blah, blah. But if she's been living here since she was 5 years old, she probably had no idea that she was supposed to do anything as far as becoming an actual citizen. I mean, that's a hell of a wake-up call. But I feel like this should also be a wake-up call to anybody who's actually from Haiti or anywhere in the Caribbean or anywhere around the world that looks similar to that, or where there's a good portion of their society that has to live that way. I feel like this should be a wake-up call for them, because this should show you that your people and your country of origin really needs help. It really needs some type of stability. Like she said, it's completely lawless out there. Like she said, she got raped her first week back. She said that there's like no government. People just run rampant. It's like hard to find food. Like there's no jobs. Like this should be a wake up call for people who are actually from Haiti, like, or any country that looks like that, because y'all flee, y'all go here, there, and everywhere, but then you leave behind your country of origin. And I understand, like, and it's like it's funny to me, because it's not funny, but it's like it's interesting to me, because one of the jabs that they throw at Black America is, well, at least I have a home to go back to. But most of the people who say that, home looks just like what she showed us. So I mean, that's not even a home that you even want to go back to. And I'm not saying that to be a bitch, but what I am saying is that it's going to take a lot of like strategic planning in order to get that country back on its feet, or to get it to be basically habitable at all. They need to flatten out that whole, everything there needs to just be flattened out, and they need to start from scratch. I don't even know if they're even going to be able to rebuild Haiti without some sort of foreign intervention or some sort of foreign alliance. Like that, y'all, at this point, Haitians are going to have to form an alliance with another nation in order to fix that. They don't have.
Y'all, we are in the final days. Ain't nothing getting fixed. Do y'all understand that? Nothing is going to get fixed. This is how they've been. I mean, as mean as this may sound, But please listen, that is how they've been living on the land all this time. That didn't just happen. Okay? That didn't just happen. Many of them people were already living like that before earthquakes happened, before hurricanes came through. They were already living like that. So the kind of people that are willing to live like that are not the kind of people that are willing to fix the place up. They just live there and that's it. They have no desire to make it better. So unfortunately, when she say flatten it out and start all of that, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, y'all. It's not going to happen. All right, let's go back and get to the rest of the video.
Have the manpower to fix that. Otherwise, it's basically going to turn into a no man's land because everybody's trying to leave. And Haiti has the potential to be a beautiful place, but if everybody leaves and nobody comes back to try to fix anything, it's just dead land. I really do feel bad for her. Like, I feel bad for anybody who has to go back to that situation, because I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine that. But this should be a wake-up call. Like, your country needs help, and somebody that's from there needs to be the start of getting it to where it needs to be.
I need your help. I got deported. I'm in Japan because they couldn't tell if I'm Hispanic or Asian. The Democrats are right. I'm not safe in Trump's America. I need help, please. Democrats, please help me.
You're not safe, ma'am.
Idris Michelin moved to South Florida when he was just 3 years old. Now at 32, he's back in Haiti with his American wife. He says he committed a crime and now he's living the consequences.
I still don't feel like I'm home. I still feel like I'm just roaming. I feel uneasy.
For the past few weeks, Idris Michelin and his wife Yamil have been walking the streets of Haiti, trying to mentally accept that this is now home.
I lived in the country 30 years. I never got in trouble, but I made a mistake. My morals became corrupted.
Idris was deported after serving 25 months in federal prison and 9 months in ICE custody. He was convicted of getting an illegal PPP loan back in the summer of 2020. He was living in the United States as a permanent resident, graduated from Southridge High School, and went on to Miami-Dade College. He was a licensed realtor and insurance broker. After serving his sentence earlier this month, Michelin was deported to Haiti on a flight with 120 people.
Your ankles are getting cut up. Your hands are shackled together. You know, they're telling you, hey, if there's a plane crash, you're going to grab this from here and you're going to put this on your face. How?
He says once in Cap Haitian, they were given $100 and released to family. His wife was waiting.
There's people that left only 2-3 years ago that are afraid to come here, and she's here.
The temporary protective status, or TPS, for more than 330,000 Haitians will end on February 3rd of next year. Without any other immigration protections, some may find themselves, like Idris, back in Haiti.
It's very limited here. And now that I'm here, you know, to my country where my flag is, the people are wonderful. The people work hard, but they're trying to overcome obstacles, and I'm here trying to overcome obstacles as well.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I did make this video because with a heavy heart. This is Fadima. Today is, I don't know, 10, 11th, 12th of November 2025, 12 November 2025. And right now it's 1:20 in Texas. I did make this video with a heavy heart. I saw a video just now so disturbing. And it make my heart sick, and nobody never wants even an enemy for let something like this happen to her. With Sister Rabiatu Kuyate, not a criminal, it was kind of America for company living from where he be a teenager at 18 or 19, he don't come America, he don't high school. She has made it in America. He get a house, he get a family, he get picking, he gets in life together. She went to school and is doing well. Unfortunately, you know, able for straighten in paper. Immigration pick her up, ICE pick her up. And I see the video, that the drag him, taking dignity away to Ghana. We on black people them. They run away from the country where they don't live all these years. And then we are people there, man. We are people there. We black people. Shame on Ghanaian immigration. Shame on them. Shame on them. Not even your enemy would you wish this on. Then they drag the woman like she's nothing. And it's like they're dragging her. She has gone through already a lot of trauma because all she know in her adult life is the United States. All the adult life now, America, I don't spend them. She has built a life for herself. You don't try with in paper, you know, able to go through. It is not easy to have papers here, especially after the war when people are making out with DV and they begin out with their refugee business. She couldn't get it. And now today, this video come out whether they maltreat and Ghana. Miss Salon embassy, Miss Salon people them there. Unala we call on we government, unala we call on the Ghana people, the Ghanaian government. I call on the Ghanaian president. Una go same with sister, whatever it is. I don't know whatever the situation, but this is troubling. It's very, very troubling. Then they take away with dignity. Then they take away with dignity. They take away with dignity, man. This is not good. It is not good. It is not good. Lord have mercy. All in crime we're coming just overstaying America. That's the crime. She's not a criminal. We're going to do something. We're going to do bad things. All she was looking for is a better life, which she made for herself in America. But America, they changed by we. That's why we they call every day when we government never fix we country. No matter what's in, we own black people, then and treat her like how they treat us so. This is sad, President Bio. This is sad. I don't send her to una all inbox them. I don't send her to Sylvia Bloody. I don't send her to Chief Minister. I don't send her una do something. Una give with people their dignity. They are not criminals. All they came for is a better life. This is not Fadiba. All they came to America and them country then for just a better life.
You know, one thing about you Africans online, you always want us to believe you are more capable than we are. You're smarter than we are. You're better than we are, and all this crap, right? But I think your egos get inflated because you may get a few dollars over here more than when you were home. But it just goes to show you, all of you Africans online are a bunch of frauds. All of you are a bunch of frauds. Just like that woman in Haiti showed you, you know, where she was living. Many of you live just like that in your homelands and you know it. But you come online acting like you were living some immaculate life over there in Africa and you never did. Every time I see someone do these videos from their homeland, it's the same thing. Dirt roads, tents, some makeshift house with a tin roof. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. I have yet to see y'all. Oh, you remember when at one time many of the men were trying to pretend like they were princes? Did you see anybody walking up to a castle yet? And you're not going to. Yeah, their castle got dirt roads. in a tin roof. All right. Let's go on.
Yeah, una go restore, let's restore dignity. Una pray for her, man. Una pray for every other person where they're under this predicament right now. America is not like the America we used to know. Una will fix we country. America, then they go back, then they go fend, then they go search for kick the people they out. This president's now with they making America great again. They are taking people out, good people that were don't they pay tax. She was never a criminal, a well-respected woman in the community. And this is the video that comes out for Salon government do on a make us go pull and commode. God bless you all this na Fadima. This is nothing anybody should be proud of or rejoice over. It can happen to anybody because the craziness of here, the uncertainty of now. The uncertainty of now. Let God bless you all.
All right, guys, let me tell y'all how I got deported from America to Dominican Republic because you know that I'm a Dominican American. So everybody think that, you know, I'm a Haitian, but I've been telling y'all guys that I'm a Dominican American and I got deported for doing all kind of heinous crimes. For 2 weeks, how in the hell do somebody get deported from America that came to here for 2 weeks on a vacation and be here for 2 years? Do y'all not know if I was a deportee Haitian, every time that I get locked up with the police, do you think I just be paying to come right back from Haiti to come back to the same spot and just get locked up every week? Man, y'all gotta use common sense, man. Like I told y'all, a lot of y'all people won't admit it, but I got more ties in this Dominican culture and this Dominican people, like my Dominican family. I got more ties with them than a lot of Dominicans. I done been through more stuff than most of these American Dominicans that be doing all of this nationals and screaming shit. Like, y'all ain't never been to prison. Y'all ain't never been stuck out here. You feel me? Like, where you can just, you know, you can leave. You feel me? You ain't never seen all the stuff that I be going through. Y'all ain't never seen, like, been stopped by the police. And most of y'all guys, you feel me, that be lighter than me. But I'm telling y'all, like, I relate more with the Dominican culture than any culture. Now, I don't know about the Haitian culture because I don't know too many Haitians. You feel me? I know a lot of Dominicans, and everybody that I came here is Dominican. It's like my mama used to get, like, growing up, my mama used to be, like, they used to think she was a Dominican. You feel me? So, like, even whenever she was in prison, they thought she was Dominican. You feel me? But my mama always been, like, this light-skinned lady. And if you look, like, my grandma even lighter than her. So, like, I don't understand this concept of, oh, he can't be Dominican, he gotta be Haitian. How is I'm Haitian? What makes y'all think that I'm Haitian? I don't dress like one. I mean, I might eat some of the food because some of the people that I know, they be cooking me the Haitian food that I be seeing on the internet. But what in y'all mind makes y'all think I'm a Haitian when clearly I'm like Dominican? Like, I literally do dembo music. I literally be in the Dominican neighborhoods, the hoods. Like, what would make you think that I'm not Dominican? What features on my face that make me be like, oh, look, he a Haitian? When we clearly know as Dominicans that Haitians have certain features and I don't have none of them. Like, so I'm confused what you guys are like. Oh, he look like he Haitian. How the hell do I look Haitian? Like, oh, and why I don't look Dominican?
People think like, oh, why you get locked up? Why you get deported for driving without a license? And what, to be honest, I was on my way to work and I was going fast, and then the police clocked me, and then I got pulled over, and then started asking me about immigration and all that. I don't have a social or anything like that. And so he took me into custody, right? And once he took me into custody, I did like 5 days, and I was happy because I was about to get out. And then before I got out, he's like, hey, hold on, go into this office. And I go in that office, and ICE is immigration. So
they released you
into ICE custody. But if I was, American, or if I had a social, I would have been, regular. Just 5 days, and I would have been out. But no, they put me in ICE custody, and then they just started asking me where I came in and everything. And then, to be honest, my baby mama, my baby mama took me out of jail, $5,000, and then they took me out. And then after that, I was out fighting my case, you know. And then I signed a voluntary departure, which is for me to get out the country. They gave me a specific date, and I ended up staying like that. I didn't leave.
Yes, it's beautiful down here, see, it's a beautiful place. I like the people like bushes and stuff like that. But I want to come back over, you know, so the boy. Like have corona, no, me have think I'm telling you, man. Don't do that. And cough over there, sir. Who you calling the people? No, you, man. Your mother and a teacher put it on your mouth. We just coming from off the road. Oh, me look like deported here. You know, see a fashion bag and all these things me wear today. Me look like deported. So you're not talking sick. Can we see a car put it on your mouth when you cough in your mouth? You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, man. When you see me, I go about my business. Don't come in a deported. I'm not a deported. I never come for me. I have a passport. But you're deported, you know what too? Yeah, man. You know what more you do for me? If you go buy cough medicine in the hospital, if you take care of your coughing or you have people corona, and leave me on my business. You hear me, I tell you? All right, boss. Have yourself a good day. Deported.
What did we do? The only sin that we committed is that we came to America. We said we are looking for a greener pastures. Our greener pastures are turned to black right in front of us. President Trump, give us time. We will leave. We will all leave America. We will leave. Because how many years have you spent? Only 1 year. And everybody is living in fear like this. How many years more? 3 years before you killed everybody. Mother would leave the house. They will not be able to return. Children will leave the house. They will not be able to return because ICE has killed them. ICE has killed the mother, the father, the children. ICE, they are going into people's house to pick people. How long are we going to live like this?
A Jamaican-born U.S. Army veteran was deported Tuesday after spending nearly 5 months in Immigration and Customs Enforcement custody.
Godfrey Wade spent more than half a century living in the United States, but on Monday, the 68-year-old was put on a flight to Jamaica after an emergency stay of removal filed by his...
My name is Trevor Anthony Grant. I'm a United States citizen born in Camden, New Jersey. On about the 2nd of March, 2023, I was leaving a girl's house. Apparently, ICE was looking for someone that used to stay at that address. After leaving the house, I went to a gas station. ICE pulled upon me and asked me, do I know Mr. Nicely? In reply, I said no. Well, we got into a little bit of dispute to where I used some euphemism such as go climb shut fuck mountain. I was busy, right? And he got offended. So we started arguing with each other. Look, I'm a federal officer. And then again, I'm like, I don't care nothing about you being a federal officer. So he arrested me, took me to Montgomery County Processing Center. While in Montgomery Processing Center, to be fair, ICE do have the right to hold you up to 90 days for investigation. Upon the completion of that 90 days, Mr. Carlos Pinero, the ICE officer, came to me and said, look, if I let you out of here and you come after me, I'm going to come after you with everything I got. I said, by the way, you still have that attorney? In reply, I says no, and that's when everything went downhill. He kept me in ICE detention facility for 23 months. Now, Montgomery County have a policy that ICE can only hold you up to 2 years. Right. Now, 2 days short of the eve of those 2 years, ICE came up with travel documents. Now, mind me, ICE been trying to get travel documents from the Jamaican consulate for 2 years and have not gotten them. Okay. So I'm highly suspicious if these travel documents to kick a United States citizen out of the country is legal. I had an interview with the Jamaican consul, Mr. Burton, at which time Mr. Burton came to the conclusion I'm not from Jamaica. Did they give any documentation to say that? Say that? No, well, they don't do that. They simply have an interview over the phone, and he makes a determination there based on the information you give him and the information back here. Okay. I couldn't give him any information for Jamaica because this is my first time being in Jamaica. Went to the Houston Consul General office, and I had an interview with that lady. Miss Johnson, I believe is her last name. At which time Miss Johnson also came to the conclusion I'm not a Jamaican citizen. So she was more so reluctant to send documents. She is now over the Miami office. So, as I stated before, the travel documents that kick me out the country is highly questionable, seeing that they've been trying for 2 years to get those documents. And up on the eve of me being released, all of a sudden the documents popped up.
They say this is your first time in Jamaica?
This is my first time in Jamaica.
Do you have any Jamaican relatives?
Ma'am, I don't have no Jamaican relatives. Okay. Like I said, this is my first time here. I love the Highlands. I love the hills. My God, this reminds me of California. But like I said, I'm an Israelite. I'm also a minister. All things happen according to the purpose of God will. I also have vision being in a country preaching the gospel. So maybe this is it.
You said you wanted to find a church.
Yes, I'm a Jew. I'm looking for a Jewish organization or any church to start my ministry. And it's going to be a doozy because I'm touched by God Almighty.
You said you'll be going to Reddit. A friend put you up.
Yeah, a friend gave me a place in Reddit to stay for a couple of days. So,
where are you looking after that? Where are you looking for?
Well, I don't know. Whatever the Lord have, the Lord had that man prepared for me. I just came out here, man. I thank God for that because a lot of folks come out here, they ain't got no place to stay. But the good Lord have this man right here say, hey, you can come stay with me. I also explained my situation to the ICE officer
here.
Yeah, well, to the ICE officer on the plane.
Okay.
And their response was, hey, if your story is true, and the Jamaican government determined that you're not a Jamaican citizen, we will put you back on the plane. Unfortunately, they left before I finished the interview. Someone needs to know what Donald Trump is doing to Black Americans in America. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. There was also another individual that was in ICE, I think it was about 9 months ago. ICE locked him up for 9 months, and he hired a lawyer. These lawyers, man, they charging you $10,000, $15,000. Look, I don't have $10,000 to pay. Even if I had $10,000 to pay, I'm not going to pay because it's not that big of a deal. The law is the law. The documents prove fingerprints don't lie. You and I can look alike. You and I would never have the same biometric fingerprint. And my biometric is not Mr. Nicely, which I already showed that to you. So that in itself tell you that something very, very shady is going on, that someone needs to get to the bottom of this. And I'm hoping that by you bringing this to light, attorney here or attorney there will hear about it and step to the plate.
Sabadi. My name is Cam. I've been deported May 26, 2025, the group of 65. So let me tell you about my life story. I came to the U.S. back in 1990 when I was 8 years old. So I graduated high school in Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska. And I moved to Texas, and I catch me an aggravated assault case back in 2004. With that, I was probably 20 years old at that time, and I wasn't a U.S. citizen yet. So my green card got revoked. By 2008, I got released from prison. ICE picked me up. My green card got revoked, and I was already deported to Laos. At that time, Laos won't accept anybody back. So I was in ICE for 6 months. Then they released me of order of supervision. So I got to check in with ICE every year. But for 20 years, I've been checking in since 2008 till 2025. I started a family. I have 4 kids. I have a wife. I have a house. I have a job. I stayed with the company, Benny Key, for 15 years with the company. When ICE detained me, when I go check in 2025 in February, when ICE detained me, my job hired me a lawyer.
What's up, guys? It's Philly Dom. I'm out here with, what's your name? Let me know your name.
Marie Sambilis. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Thank you for tuning back in. And today I would like to talk about my first day in Haiti. My first day in Haiti, y'all, was a shock, but I'm going to take y'all back a little bit outside of just my first day in Haiti. I was released in February 26th from TDC. Once released, I was transferred to an immigration facility. Once there, I had to just come to face with the reality that I could very well be deported and sent back to a country where I had nobody, my family, everybody was going to be away from me. I would literally be starting a whole new life. Went to court. Of course, the inevitable happened, and here I stand. I met many other women that went through the same thing. So immigration is a whole nother subject, but it's a sad subject too, because so many people were affected by this. Y'all, my first day here was a shock, okay? Here I am coming to a country that I know no one. I had family members that still left in Haiti, yet I had never met them, didn't know how they looked. I grew up in Houston, Texas. So Houston is my home. That's what I considered home. The day I got here, I didn't even know how or where I was going, okay? I ended up getting in contact with my biological mother. I never met my biological mother, y'all. Wow. So at the age of 36, I was finally meeting the person who had me for the first time. And this was through her bearing a sign with my name. And that's how I knew. And it was difficult too, because when you deported into this country, they take you through so many changes. So I ended up being one of the last ones picked up. So I had broke down, y'all. I was emotionally disconnected anyways on the plane. I knew exactly when we hit Haiti territories because the smell was different. It just felt different. And it could have been me consciously knowing that I was not wanting to come face to face with my fears, okay? So once I get there, I'm waiting all day, y'all. I called home to my sister in the States, and I'm breaking down, literally letting her know, look, nobody's here to pick me up. Y'all, I just really blacked out emotionally, mentally, in every way. I just couldn't understand that. And most of all that day, if going to prison, when I went to prison, I thought I was mad with God, but no. I felt so abandoned by God that day. I felt so alone. I felt like I was in a country full of people, yet I had nobody. I was there by myself. So when I call home, they're calling back to Haiti, asking for somebody to pick me up because they wouldn't release me unless someone signed for me. Now, everybody's gone. Even the officers there are concerned about me because they can see that I don't know nothing and I'm not familiar with the country. Make a long story short, I finally run into my biological mother. And y'all, the ride home, it was like everyone was pretty happy to see me because I found out I had 2 brothers and sister, and I was not happy. I was like sleep emotionally, mentally. I was so disconnected, you know. I really fell into a whole depression stage where I didn't even understand myself, okay? It took me a few days. The ride home was such a blur. I remember like on the way coming out of the airport, it was a pile of trash. People sleep on the trash, y'all. I just couldn't believe it. You know, my heart broke for what I was seeing. Now, remind you, this is my first day, y'all, being free after 13 years, which, you know, that's a long time. Even if I would have went home to the States, wherever I would have went, it would have been a transition. But now I felt like I was on a whole nother planet. This was stuff I was not even used to before my incarceration. I had not seen this. So the ride home, I remember seeing like the street, the crowdedness, there's so many people, y'all. I just really like closed my eyes and I blacked out. I mean, for days, y'all, I was depressed. I didn't want to eat. I remember crying so much. I cried and I cried. And then I'm like, okay, so are you going to keep crying? One day I just woke up. I'm like, are you going to keep crying? Or are you going to be a big girl and you're going to deal with this like you've dealt with everything else you face? Which is what brought me to wanting to share my life in Haiti with people, because y'all, I really never thought that life could get like this, because here I was taking so much for granted. I always felt like, you know, life is life, you know. I made reckless decisions. I didn't think about my future. I didn't think how much effect that my behaviors actually had on me. And then now here I sit, it was like a whole pile dropped on me.
Bam.
It was my past. It was everything I've ever done. It was all the bad decisions I made. It was the changes. It was this and that. And I want to say, making this video, I really, really, really want to credit it to my time in TDC. Because had I not went to TDC and spent so many years deprived and being under the control of others and knowing how to live and with bare necessities in the States, how I grew up and my experience in prison, y'all, I don't know if I would be making this video today. I don't know if my days would go as they're going today. Like I made the after those few days, I woke up, I'm like, look, I have to have a different perspective about this. I got to start thinking different. I refuse to lose because everything attached to me win. As upset as I was with God, I knew he didn't bring me this far to leave me. So now I had to utilize my tools. I had to use my brains. I had to, lean on him more than my own understanding, because my own understanding, I was not getting anywhere. So today, that's why I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a YouTube. On my station, I'm not going to always talk, y'all. I just want people to get really familiar with me, get to know me a little bit as you follow me. Some days I may get in front of this camera and talk, speak on something, how days go and show y'all something. But my station is going to mainly be about showing you about the bad, the ugly, and the good of my country. Today, I haven't been in Haiti over 6 months. I can honestly say, as hurt and depressed I was for coming to Haiti, and I still battle, okay? But I'm proud to say that I'm Haitian. And I would like to have the whole world see every part of Haiti. And hopefully we can get people who are into nonprofit organizations, into helping, and to come out to Haiti to really help. You got many people out here that want to help Haiti, but the money is really going into their own pocket. They're not really helping people, okay? So I really, really want, it's my desire, y'all, to help. And mainly it's to help with children to go to school. Y'all living with my mom is like, I witnessed so much, okay? My second day, I needed to use the restroom. It just dawned on me, I had no restroom. I had to go outside, y'all, and use the restroom. So degrading, okay? In addition to going outside to use the restroom, if I needed to do a number 2, I also had to go outside. People had no toilet paper. Then when I saw the kitchen area, there was no kitchen. It was putting pots on rocks. It was then few days into me being there, it rained. It was a mess that day, okay? Everybody was up 1:30 in the morning running around. Why? Because the roof leaked. So now you gotta spare what you have, and it's even hard to even lay where you land because the water is dripping on you. And I'm like, okay, God, I get this. I get it, okay? Use me for something bigger than myself. Use me to help others, okay? And this is what I wanna do. Anyways, I hope that y'all like, share, and subscribe to my station. Please support me. If you have any questions, like always, I'm gonna post on every video. If you got questions, whatever you wanna ask me, whatever you wanna know about Haiti, if you curious, if it's anything, even if you wanna ask me about the trees around me, whatever you wanna ask, please feel comfortable. Build a relationship with me as much as I wanna build a relationship with y'all. And let's see together what kind of changes we can make. Thank y'all.
And support the sister, man. Really support her, because she's down in Haiti. She out here in the struggle, and Haiti's a different world, man. It's different, like she said. That's why I couldn't even say nothing in there. She covered everything. Haiti is definitely a different world.
Different.
It's a different world. And let them know your channel. Let them know the channel.
Oh, okay.
Life
in Haiti.
And it's all together, you said?
Life in Haiti, no space, just Life in Haiti. So please like, share, subscribe, support your girl, man. Support me, okay? All right.
All right, peace out from what's this area called in Haiti? Where we at?
We're in Thomasin.
So it's like outside of the capital. It's a nice area. It's a nice area.
It's the decent area because you don't want to live anywhere in Haiti because they do protests at any given day, and that gets dangerous. You know, even little kids seems to have a big old rock they protesting too. So you always want to live kind of like on the countryside of Haiti, not too much in the city, because the city is where all the violence, gangs, kidnappings, so much is going on.
Port-au-Prince,
that if you want to live, that's not the best place for you to live. So thank y'all.
And peace out from Haiti. More videos to come.
Scared still. I'm still scared because there's a lot of unknown questions.
That is 37-year-old Ma Yang. She tells TMJ4 she was deported to Laos about 1 week ago. It's a country where she doesn't know a soul or speak the language. Ma and her family spoke with Mary Jo Ola today about their frustration over the process and their hopes to bring her home.
I would love to come back. I have 5 children. I'm crying. I pray every day.
Over video chat, you can sense Ma Yang's desperation to return to Wisconsin. She tells me that she is staying on a compound in Laos with guards.
I want to say I've been here for 8 days now. 2 days ago, they finally were able to take me to go buy a phone.
Family of the South Milwaukee woman is scrambling to try and get her back after she was deported to Laos. Ma Yang has 5 children, including 22-year-old Asia.
My mom always been like the rock to everything, so with her being gone, it's like I'm stepping up, you know, so I just try to help out where I can and be there for everybody.
Yang is Hmong. She was born in a refugee camp in Thailand before her parents fled to the U.S. In 2020, Yang pleaded guilty for her role in a federal drug case and ordered to serve 30 months, impacting her legal status. Yang says she took the deal based on legal advice.
At the time, I wasn't aware that if I plead guilty to it, it would take my status of my permanent resident card.
The Executive Office for Immigration Review tells me that in December 2022, records show that a judge ordered Yang's removal. Last month, Yang reported for a check-in and was detained. Family says she was taken to Chicago, transferred to Indiana, then back to Chicago to be sent to Laos. Yang's partner of 16 years says the last time he saw her was after rushing essentials and money to her before that flight.
I think I screamed in the car for like a half an hour.
Yang and her family are struggling to find answers.
I don't know what I would do. I don't have any family here. I don't have any friends here. I've never been to the country.
U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement did not provide a comment for this story. In Milwaukee, Mary Jo Ola, TMJ4 News.
Annie, I'm so sorry. And the thought that comes to mind for me is that, you know, you hear Donald Trump and all these people say over and over they're going after the worst of the worst. But you're a college freshman from Babson who was there on a scholarship. Your dad works in a tailor shop in Texas. He was so proud of you when you got in to go to school there. He ran in and was telling everybody, according to reports I read, about how ecstatic he was and how much he loves you. Are you a criminal? Are you the worst of the worst?
No.
What's it like for you to hear people like you described in that way, as being the worst of the worst, as being a criminal?
I mean, people are always going to talk, say their opinion, but they don't know what we go through. For example, like many people like me, many undocumented people who are getting themselves ready to go to college. It's really difficult for us because we try to find the best that we can to be able to fulfill our dreams, and people saying like we're criminals, it's just not right.
What do you want Donald Trump to know if the president is watching this interview and he sees that his Department of Homeland Security just picked up a college freshman from Babson who was studying business and, you know, wanted to have a bright future ahead of her in the United States? What do you want the president to know?
That not all of us are criminals, that many of us come here to be able to work, be able to live a better life from our countries. Many of us want to just work and provide for their families. We are here also to go to college because we want a better education. We just want a better kind of lifestyle, but not all of us are criminals. And he says that all of us are criminals. He's extremely wrong because many of us just want a better life with an education, a job.
See, they have deported so many African men to Nigeria, to Africa, because of the kind of marriage where they find themselves into. They have sent so many African men into the streets because of the kind of wife where they marry. See, African men, you guys should understand that once you have decided to marry a wife in the Western world, you have agreed to the terms and conditions of marriage in this Western world. Remove African terms and conditions for your mind. Here, women rule the world here. I know say most African men don't want to hear this, but this is just the truth. Women, they rule the world. It takes only a very mature woman, woman that is emotionally mature, mentally mature, psychologically mature, or socially mature to manage the privilege that they enjoy here in their marriages. This only take a mature woman to manage a man where they misbehave for this country in marriage. You don't understand? And those mature women are few. Those mature women, they are just few. So as a man, as a young man, planning to marry, planning to bring your wife from Africa to this place, behave yourself. No, they carry African mentality. I'm the man, the man, come here. Oh God, they go stamp on you, they will trample on you. You understand? They will trample on you. So here, the marriage, they don't get a man is the head of the family. They don't do that one here. Everything is for equal. You don't understand? As a matter of fact, most cases women have the right to chase their husbands away from the house if they misbehave. So if you are planning to bring your wife or you are already married and you are in the Western world, behave yourself. Last week they deported one Nigerian man from America to Nigeria because of infidelity. Just last week, they deported, and the most interesting thing is that it was this man that trained his wife in the university for masters. He paid the wife's school fees, did everything. After the wife graduated, the wife noticed, found out that the man has been cheating. As a matter of fact, he even impregnated almost 3 men. You go report and they deport him because he's independent. So guys, if you're a man and a word is enough for the wise, use your tongue and count your teeth. Peace and love. Help me and share this video.
People want to know how I got deported. Growing up in the USA, excuse me, that was gross. You feel like you belong in the USA. I thought the USA was home. I had my work permit, I had my DACA, I had my visa U. Somebody tried to harm my dad, so after the DACA, we applied for visa U. Me being underage, my mom, his wife, were able to apply with him, and they granted us the visa U. So I hate talking about this because I messed up. Growing up in a country you're not from in the environment that I was in. I grew up in Racine, Wisconsin. Oh, in Milwaukee. Excuse my hair. Giannis, shout out Giannis. I was 30 minutes from Milwaukee, about hour and a half from Chicago. I was in the middle of a bad place. We went there with the clothes on our backs when I was 3, and the environment kind of influenced me. I had a drug problem. In 2022, I lost a child. My girlfriend at the time was 8 months pregnant, and I lost a child with her. And it put me in a dark place to where I started using more, but I got caught. I pled out to a possession fight in my case, and I was facing 5 years for some pills. First charge ever. So they blessed me fighting the case. Out of the 5, they gave me 3.5 withheld sentence. A withheld sentence means if you mess up, you get put back in front of that judge, and that judge gets to re-sentence you. I walked on probation, and I messed up probation because somebody close to me decided to call the police, lie, caught new charges, fought those charges, beat those charges. But the allegations alone were enough to cause revocation. I got revoked, which caused me to get put in front of a judge again. The same judge that gave me the 3.5 withheld. He said, if you drop the ball, I'm dropping some years on you. So he dropped a year on me out of the 5. I was incarcerated in prison for a year. Un añito. On my way out the door, April 29th, mind you, while I was locked up, I got closer to God. I buried the old person I used to be. God says, deny yourself daily, die daily. So I buried Oscar. I buried him a long time ago. I'm no longer the same person. If you knew me 6 months, if you knew me a year ago, you don't know me now. I'm not who I used to be. I'm far from that person. On my way out the door, April 29th, there was a white man at the gate as they were opening the gates. My people were on the other side waiting for me in the car. I seen them. He flipped a badge and it said ICE. He said, you're technically undocumented. Your visa U expired while you were incarcerated. You applied for residency. We denied you. Come with us. Got in the car. I sat with immigration for 2 months. The conditions were terrible. The temperature, the water temperature we were showering was 110 degrees. I know because a maintenance man walked in and I overheard him. They think that you don't speak English until what the fuck? We're showering in 110 degree weather. Somebody fix this shit. The food was crappy. The food in prison is way better. It's the lesser of two evils. It's a lot cheaper. I spent a lot of money 2 months being locked up with immigration. On the cause, on the food alone. I fought for a bond. They denied my bond. My lawyer said, you have a chance to beat your case, but you're going to be incarcerated for another 6 to 12 months. Mind you, I just did 14 months, 12 incarcerated in the prison system, 2 with ICE custody. I asked him, what do you recommend? He said, we fight for self-departure. You self-depart. If you self-depart, it does not look like a deportation on paperwork. Deportation, you have to be outside of the U.S. 5 to 10, 15, 20 years. That damn dog, I should go feed his ass, but story time. So I wasn't going to do another year. I just did a year. So we fought for self-departure. They granted me self-departure. 2 weeks later, I was on a bus ride to Chicago, a private airport, caught a private jet, literally, with others like me, aliens, immigrants, quote unquote. From Chicago, I caught a plane ride to Louisiana, from Louisiana to Texas. From Texas, we caught a bus ride to El Paso. From El Paso, we walked across the border. In the 2 weeks that it took for them to come get me, I was able to call my people. They packed a bag, clothes, money, shoes, and my phone. I was able to document everything, and for personal use, uploaded it to TikTok. Video kind of blew up, and TikTok's been changing my life a little bit. We're on our way there. God's plan. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I literally walked across the border. I was set at a Marine base in albergue. They said it's Matamoros, it's a frontera, it's a border. It's dangerous. You can leave at your own free will, but if something happens to you, you're on your own. And I couldn't believe my ears, so I decided to stay. From there, I got close to 3 guys. We all caught a bus ride to Monterrey. From Monterrey, we caught a taxi to Guadalajara. While I was at the albergue, the new president of Mexico, I forget her name. People talk a lot of things about her, good, bad. Never been too political. I don't know too much about the politics here in Mexico, but she's designed something to where you touch at that base, you fill out some paperwork, you get your social security, you get your CURP. She gets you a lot of your documentation that you need to work here besides your ENAM. You get a temporary ID. She gave me 3 months healthcare at any hospital. And she gave me 2,000 pesos for the ride, the travels. With those 2,000 pesos, I bought a plane ticket from Monterrey to Guadalajara. Landed in Guadalajara, and my aunt was waiting for me. Mind you, I haven't seen my aunt in 25 years, and when I seen her, I knew that was my aunt. I just knew she looks like my damn daddy. We clicked, rode home with her, stayed a couple nights there until I kind of got situated in mi casita. Mind you, a lot of us don't have somewhere to land here, a home to land to, let alone a support system like I have on and off social media. I just want to thank you guys, thank my people. You've been nothing but help. Safe to say I'm blessed. I came here with an image thinking Mexico was a third world country. The people were bad. The cartel, I hate saying cartel, but the cartel were terrible. But the 2 months I've been here, I haven't ran into anything bad. Everything's been good. I go to work to and from every day. I travel the whole Guadalajara, literally. I live here and my work is here, and this is Guadalajara. So I haven't seen anything, thank God. There's money to be made here. Si quieres, puedes, ánimo, éxito, puro éxito. When there's a will, there's a way. I just want to let you know that there's light at the end of every tunnel. I got closer to God. If you're not religious, I'm not telling you to be religious, but build a relationship with your creator. Thank you for supporting me. That's kind of why I'm here. I messed up. But like I said, I buried that Oscar a long time ago. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I work. The house that I'm in, I'm going to tear it completely down and I'm going to build something new. Just keep your eyes on me on these videos. Slowly but surely. Peace. Buenas noches. Blessings.
Katie Sanchez Tejeda is back in Cuba after her sudden deportation from Florida separated her from her husband and the daughter she was still nursing, 1-year-old Kaylin.
Para mí todos los días pasaba algo bonito, porque ese era mi milagro.
Now, the only way for Sanchez Tejeda to see Kaylin back in Tampa is through video call.
¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Ahora está todo el tiempo, mamá, ven, mamá, ven. Cuando hablo con ella, cuando trato, solamente me dice, mamá, ven. Me busca por toda la casa. Tuve que grabarle mi voz con canciones para dormirla porque no duerme, está despierta hasta altas horas de la madrugada, ya no sabe qué van a hacer con ella.
Sanchez Tejeda talked to us in a Scripps News collaboration with the independent media outlet Belly of the Beast in Havana. She had built a life in the U.S., where she lives since 2019. Though undocumented, she was permitted to stay in the country on the condition that she check in every year with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. That was until April 22nd, 13 weeks into the Trump administration, when Sanchez Tejeda brought Kaylin to her ICE check-in, where officers informed her she would be detained and deported within 48 hours.
Yo le dije, ¿pero por qué? Y él me dice, no, ya esa decisión está tomada. Ve mi teléfono, que tengo una foto, la niña, el papá y yo. Y me dice, tiene foto familiar, llama al papá y que venga a buscarla.
Her husband, Carlos, arrived to pick up Kaylin, posting this video on Facebook.
Tenemos esta niña hermosa de 1 año, que depende de ella para todo.
The forced separation of immigrant families created backlash for the first Trump administration. Now the criticism is focused on U.S.-born children being deported with their undocumented parents, something that Trump border czar Tom Homan insists is voluntary.
When a parent says, I want my 2-year-old baby to go with me, we made that happen.
But in this case, Sanchez Tejeda says ICE did not give her the choice to be deported with her daughter, instead ordering the girl to stay with her father, a U.S. citizen.
Mi esposo dice que él en la puerta oía mis gritos de por favor no se la lleve, por favor. Que ellos no, ya era una decisión que estaba tomada.
2 days later, Sanchez Tejeda was flown handcuffed without her one-year-old daughter to Cuba. Holman has said undocumented immigrants who have children in the U.S. are responsible for their own fate.
If you choose to have a U.S. citizen child, knowing you're in this country legally, you put yourself in that position. You put your family in that position.
Sanchez Tejeda's attorney is now fighting to bring her back to the States on a humanitarian visa to be with her husband and baby Kaylin, who they say suffers from seizures.
And most likely, whatever medical treatment she's going to need, Cuba would not be able to provide it. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of people that have been separated. We're going to traumatize children. We're going to traumatize a U.S. citizen husband, a mother. We are creating chaos.
Kaylin, besito mamá.
In Cuba, Sanchez Tejeda can only wait in a place that no longer feels like home, missing the life she built and missing her baby.
Aquí no tengo vida. Mi vida está allá en Tampa. Yo respiro por esa niña que está en Tampa. Aquí yo no tengo nada. La petición de nosotros es simple, que nos permitan reunir a nuestra familia nuevamente, a que podamos estar juntos los tres nuevamente.
Separated by 330 miles and the shifting tides of politics. And we reached out to ICE to ask about her deportation. We did not hear back. Meanwhile, a Florida congresswoman is pressing the Trump administration to approve that application for a humanitarian visa so that Sanchez Tejeda can come back to the United States. But so far, Trump administration has not been responsive to that request. Holly.
Oh, what a heartbreaking story. So, Patrick, okay, question. If she had been working, had a family, was checking in with ICE as required, why was she targeted for deportation?
Well, she had that deportation order on her record. It had been there for several years. She was here under something called supervision, so she could stay here with that deportation order so long as she checked in with ICE. But one way to look at this is it might have actually been remarkable had she not been reported, had she shown up to that ICE meeting with that deportation order and they said, you know what, we're going to allow you to stay. But of course, this set up a really difficult situation because either she gets deported and goes with her one-year-old baby girl who has those seizures that she's dealing with, or as happened, she stays in the United States with her father, who is a U.S. citizen, but then mom gets deported and is no longer with her baby, who she was nursing at the time. So equally difficult decisions, and they went with that last one. Holly.
Agonizing decisions. Scripps News investigative correspondent Patrick Terpstra, thanks so much. What an incredible story. Thank you for bringing it to us. Sure.
I got deported to Mexico because of ICE. This is my new house in Mexico. There's no McDonald's. There's nothing here. There's no KFC. There's no Grinch meal. In this dirty fucking country.
So going enough far now, turning on new things. Yeah, Jerry, see me. I put it on social media. Say hot boy up in close pan line. Look where them fall from me washing machine. Basin and clothespin. Hey, he must learn yeah, so guys, so his system set up. It's not normal. But hey, he might come. See? You're welcome.
Y'all, this is just the beginning. I'm sure in about another month or so, it's going to be all new videos out there from people broadcasting from their homeland and how much they hate being there. Yeah, he said it was a dirty effing country. And it is. It is. Y'all, I think if it was me, you know, you would think if I don't want to go back to my home country, I need to get out of here and go somewhere else. Boy, but when ICE catch up to you, you're going home whether you like it or not. And they don't care if you know no one there. That's irrelevant. You're going home. And all that, oh, only for criminals. Nah, we seen how Trump operates. They grab any and everybody. And you can tell by the way they round people up. They're not interested in no criminals. They go to schools, they go to churches, places of business, grabbing random people just on the street, out and about. They're not looking for no criminal. They just told that to the public. But other than that, they don't do that. They grab whoever they can get their hands on, period. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I want to thank Antithesis. Thank you so much. Outcha supporting. Thank you for your support from my channel, and Beverly White. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker and your support from my channel. I deeply appreciate it. And everybody have a wonderful day. If I come back, it might be a little later. There are 2 other topics that I'm looking at. So just be on the lookout, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.